You love your EV, but let's be real, you don't love this. Fumbling with heavy, grimy cables in the dark, wrestling with a stiff, cold cord in the pouring rain that just won't cooperate. Or maybe for you, it's an accessibility issue, where handling that bulky connector is a genuine struggle. What if you never had to plug in your car again? What if charging was as simple as just parking? The future of EV charging isn't a better cable. It's not a cable at all, or at least one you never have to touch. A revolution is underway, powered by sophisticated robotics and invisible forces, promising a truly seamless automated charging experience. The robot that charges your EV for you is here, and it's arriving a lot sooner than you think. Hello, I'm Shayan, an engineer specialized in electric vehicle development. Let's be honest, for all the incredible benefits of driving electric, the public charging experience can be a massive headache. You pull up to a station only to find all the chargers are taken, or worse, broken. When you do find a spot, you're stuck dealing with cables that have been dropped, run over, and left in the elements. It feels like a clumsy, messy step backward in an otherwise futuristic experience. For people with mobility challenges, the weight and dexterity need for these high power cables can be a major barrier. But this is a solved problem. The solution isn't one single thing, but two parallel paths leading to the same destination: a world of effortless, hands off charging. On one hand, you have got the robotic arm. This is the most direct upgrade to our current system. Picture a sleek, Picture a sleek, intelligent arm emerging from a wall or a small post next to your parking spot. It seems your car finds the charge port and smoothly plugs the cable in for you. No fumbling, no dirt, no effort. On the other hand, there is something even more radical: wireless charging. This technology gets rid of the cables completely. You just park your car over a designated path in the ground, and the charging starts automatically through magnetic induction. It's the same idea that charges your phone, scaled up to power a 2-ton vehicle. Both of these, the robotic arm and the wireless pad, are moving from lab experiments to real world rollouts. This isn't science fiction anymore. It's the next logical step in the EV evolution. So, how does a robot valet for your car actually function? Let's get into it because the technology is fascinating. First, the robotic arm. The real magic here is in the software, specifically computer vision and AI. When you park, the robot's cameras and sensors wake up. It uses AI to identify your car's make and model, and more importantly, the exact location of its charging port. Think of it like facial recognition, but for your car. Once it is locked, the multi jointed arm carefully extends the connector. Prototypes from companies like Hyundai don't just jam the plug in. They use feedback sensors to gently make the connection, ensuring no damage to your car or the cable. These systems are built to be tough. Hyundai's automatic charging robot, or ACR, has an IP65 waterproof and dustproof rating, meaning it can operate perfect in rain, snow, and extreme temperatures. Now for wireless charging, which feels even more futuristic. This technology uses a principle called electromagnetic induction. A transmitter coil in the pad on the ground creates a magnetic field. When your car, which has a receiver coil on its underside, parks over it, that field induces current in the receiver, charging your battery. A common question is about waste. While early wireless systems lost a fair bit of energy, modern versions are closing the gap fast, with the SAE J2954 standard enabling efficiencies of up to 93%. And you don't even have to park perfectly. The systems can work with the air gap of up to 10 inches, giving you plenty of wiggle room. Companies have shown off power levels from a standard 11 kilowatt for home use all the way to a mind-blowing 500 kilowatt for heavy-duty trucks, capable of charging them in under 15 minutes during tests. This isn't just a few startups in a garage. Major automotive and tech players are investing billions to make the automated charging a reality. In the robotic arm space, Hyundai Motor Group is a major force. They're running a pilot program for their automatic charging robot, or ACR, at South Korea's Incheon International Airport, demonstrating how it can service EV in a busy real-world environment. The goal is a seamless ecosystem where a self-driving car can not only drive itself, but also park and recharge without any human help. In China, the concept is being taken even further. In several cities, Robots now travel on ceiling mounted rails in parking garages to bring a charger to any parking spot. Companies like Li Auto and Chargo, a subsidiary of battery giant CATL, are scaling up both ground based and rail based robots, leading some experts to predict robots could handle 20% of all EV charging in China by 2030. On the wireless front, Vitricity is the name that comes up again and again. This MIT spin-off is a pioneer in the field, partnering with automakers to get wireless charging built directly into the future cars. While passenger cars are still in development, they have found a huge market in commercial fleets and low-speed vehicles, like resort transport, where the park and charge convenience is a massive operational win. Then there is Electron, a company working on a truly wide application of this technology, roads that charge your EV while you drive. They have active pilot programs around the world, including North America's first public road capable of charging vehicles in motion, a stretch of 14th Street in Detroit, Michigan. The technology went live for testing in late 2023 and is primarily aimed at vehicle fleets like city buses and delivery trucks, allowing them to run with smaller batteries and almost no downtime. This is the point where the future starts to feel very, very real. If you're excited about where EV technology is headed, do me a favor and hit that like button. It really helps the channel bring you more stories about the incredible technology changing our world. Automated charging is way more than just a cool convenience. It's a foundational technology that unlocks the next phase of electric and autonomous mobility. Think about robotaxis and autonomous delivery. A vehicle isn't truly autonomous if a person has to show up to plug it in every few hours. Robotic and wireless charging are the missing pieces of that puzzle. An autonomous taxi, after dropping someone off, could drive to a charging area, get topped up by a robot or a wireless pad, and return to service without a single human interaction. This is the exact vision Hyundai is demonstrating with its Ioniq 5 robotaxi and ACR. For commercial fleets, the impact is game-changing. Delivery vans, city buses, and long-haul trucks can be charged opportunistically throughout their day. A bus gets a quick wireless top-up at the bus stop. A delivery van charges while being loaded at the depot. This charging as a service model allows companies to manage energy needs automatically, maximizing uptime and profits. It slashes fuel costs, cuts emissions, and keeps vehicles on the road where they belong. This technology will also fundamentally change our cities. Every parking spot becomes a potential charging spot. Garages can be equipped with ceiling-mounted robots or wireless pads, eliminating the need for a row of bulky cable-draft chargers. This saves space and dramatically reduces the risk of vandalism and wear and tear. For apartments and offices, it offers a clean, safe, and utterly effortlessly way to keep cars topped up. Before a robot is charging every EV, there are a few hurdles to clear. The most obvious one is cost. Installing a robotic arm or a high-power wireless charging pad is for now significantly more expensive than a standard charger. The infrastructure for dynamic charging roads represents a massive investment. Efficiency, while much improved, is still a small factor. Wireless systems are not quite as efficient as direct physical connection, though the gap has narrowed to just a few percentage points. For one person, it's nothing, but for a massive fleet, it can add up. Then there is standardization. The EV world is already a mess of different plugs like CCS, NACS, and CHAdeMO. For these new systems to work, they have to be universal. A robot needs to handle any charge port, and any compatible car needs to charge on any wireless pad. Thankfully, progress is being made with standards like SAE J2954 for wireless charging, but getting everyone on board takes time. Finally, there's the sheer scale of it all. Upgrading millions of parking spots in garages, homes, and depots is a monumental task that will take years, if not decades, to fully realize. Despite the challenges, the direction is clear. The days of fumbling with dirty cables in the rain are numbered. The shift to automated charging isn't a question of if, but when. Whether it's a robotic arm reaching out to meet your car or the invisible power of a wireless road, the goal is the same: making refueling your EV as faultless as your phone charging overnight. This technology will solve major headaches for today's drivers, specifically those with accessibility needs, and it will be critical backbone for the fully autonomous fleets of tomorrow. The industry is betting big on this future. Forecasts suggest that in China alone, charging robots could handle 20% of all EV charging by 2030. This isn't just about convenience, it's about building a smarter, more efficient, and more robust world for electric mobility. The robot is coming to charge your car, and it's going to change everything.